Music Access. What day is Sunday? And what kind of question is this? Do you still want to give an answer? Or do you want me to tell you what day Sunday is? It's the last day of the week if your week starts on Monday, right? Well, at least that's right according to the dictionary definition, but the meaning that Sunday has for each and every one of us is different, right? So, let's maybe discuss what Sunday's like for us. For some people, it might be a day of rest and relaxation when they can enjoy a spa or massage, and for others, it might be a day for them to go see the movies, or a day for them to go see their loved ones because they live away from home. If nothing really comes to mind when you think about the meaning of Sunday for you, what about trying to make some kind of meaning for the day? A Sunday well spent is going to bring energy and life to your new week that begins on Monday, don't you think? The first song you heard today, Sunday, September 13th, 2015, was No One Else Like You by Adam Levine. What's up, guys? It's Sunday, which means that our weekend is already coming to a close. Which is funny when you think about it, because the weekend never continues on. The weekend opens up on Saturday and closes on Sunday, leaving us with it's just very, very short, I just realized. So, I hope you're enjoying your time, having a good weekend, and, of course, enjoying the changing seasons, as it is, the time for the seasons to change. Well, our Sunday corner, Scribble, is just that. Our Sunday show is for you to think freely and just doodle out your thoughts without thinking too much and putting as much randomness as you want into your messages. Go ahead and send me everything and anything you want to talk about. We could talk about things that you're curious about me, things that you're curious about yourself, or we can just talk about, moments in life and what we think about them. Go ahead and share with us by writing Scribble on your title. And now here's how you can listen and participate. If you have a smartphone, you can download the Arirang Radio app or TuneIn Radio app to listen to our programs and send in your messages in real time. And if you use a computer, just visit www.arirangradio.com/musicaccess to listen to us or leave your messages. Another way you can tune in is through terrestrial DMB, but this is only available for our listeners living on Jeju Island. The frequencies are 88.7 for Jeju City, 88.1 for Seogwipo, and 101.9 for Daejeong. And y'all always send in those song requests, and I always love listening to the songs that y'all request. So remember to keep those coming non-stop by posting up a message on our message board under the title Request to get those songs up there. Now, before we dive into Scribble, let's check out two songs. The first song is Best Mistake by Ariana Grande featuring Big Sean, followed by What Do You Mean by Justin Bieber. I want to be with you, and if you feel the same, shall we meet here? Will you tell me your story? If you're shy, you can playfully scribble, and if you don't know where to start, you can start with a doodle and scribble. Good job, that's how we'll begin our story. Oh, I wanna be with you. Our Sunday corner Scribble is just that. This corner's for you to think freely and just doodle out your thoughts. It's also a chance to be honest and think about what was hard, what was embarrassing, what was a proud moment, and just reflect on what we did during the past week. Go ahead and share with us by writing Scribble on your title. And let's go to our first message, which comes from Tikti from Vietnam, right? Saying, hello, 안녕하세요, xin chào. DJ Benji Oppa, how are you? Be careful not to catch a cold and don't get sick. You're not sick right now, are you? You're really busy these days, right? Don't you have cases when you get hurt when you're filming or performing on stage? Don't get hurt, Benji Oppa. I hope nothing's wrong, but still work hard. Oppa 화이팅, 사랑해요. Miss you. Let's see. Right now, I'm not sick right now. I'm in good health, working hard. I think if there was one thing that I'd say right now is giving me a little bit of trouble, I haven't had steak in a while. Actually, no, that's a joke, I eat a lot of beef because I go ham with the cheese. That's a hip-hop terminology. But definitely, for sure. Being healthy is very, very important. When I was a trainee, I used to get a cold or get that kind of sickness maybe once a month or once every other month, which is very often. You just get sick and then you just like, oh, and then you feel bad for about a day or two. Then you get over it. But then I realized that after I debuted, even that amount of time, you can't waste it whatsoever. And so, interestingly enough, I'm not really doing anything differently with my life. I'm not trying to eat a lot of healthy food. I'm not trying to overly, diet or anything. But I haven't been sick like that for a while. I haven't gotten a cold in a while. They sometimes say, there's a saying like, if you're busy, you can be too busy to get sick too. Like, that's a thing. But I think besides that, for me, it's just, I know that I have to take care of my health. And there's certain ways that, I've learned to operate under a busy schedule, which keeps me healthy and keeps me, to a certain extent, stress-free as well, What I'd recommend is, first of all, drink a lot of water, get a lot of sleep, as much as you can. And, I feel like, I always say this, health is most important, and especially when you have a busy schedule and you can't afford to miss a day of anything. You just gotta keep pushing and pushing. And interestingly enough, ever since I started Music Access, I haven't had a single, real, horrible sick day. Things have been getting better. And, I think it's because I met the Music Access family as well. Having someone to talk to every day really kind of helps ease me through, the stress of my life. Having people that support me and knowing that I support you back. It's something that really emotionally is very supportive. So, thank y'all for all that. And let's continue on with an awesome life. Alright, now, before we continue on, we're going to check out two songs. Mylene of the USA wants to hear Love on Top by Beyonce. And Natalie of Canada requested Want to Want Me by Jason Derulo. We just heard Love on Top by Beyonce, followed by Want to Want Me by Jason Derulo. And we're back, continuing on with our corner Scribble, where we talk about anything and everything that you want, and also the memorable events that happened to you this week. Remember, don't just go over them in your head, but try writing down your feelings comfortably, just like you're doodling. And our next message comes from Leontio from Singapore, and it says, Hi Benji, I think you get more active and playful when the camera is rolling. What do you think are some differences between filming on TV and live radio? I really, really like seeing your face on the screen, and I just love listening regardless of whether the camera is on or not. Fighting busy Benji. Yeah, so, sometimes it's difficult to, match everything, and I definitely feel like I'm alive more on the camera because part of that is because even if, for example, I'm filming a TV show and someone does something funny, when we're okay, let's be real here. We're on our phones or something. We go on a funny humor website and we're scrolling through and we see something funny. We don't all of a sudden go, oh man, that's what we're just like, funny. Just a little more air than usual comes out through our noses. I find that to be true for me when I am looking through fun stuff on my own. But then when it comes to a TV, we need reactions. That's very, very important. When someone says something funny, especially they need to make it even more funny. And then that's why you need to make your reactions bigger. You make your reactions 3 times as big and they come out like normal on TV. That's the thing. And besides that, I think one of the most important things is to always remember, as we react to other people's humor, that makes them feel as if they said something funny as well. So even if it's not that funny, if you laugh, they can be like, oh, what I said was funny, and they'll feel good about it. And, another part of life is making sure that people feel good about what they do. So, yeah, I think a difference between TV filming and live radio, though, is live radio, it's a lot of vocal. I have to do a lot of tone inflection. I'm always talking nonstop. So when I'm talking, I don't talk like this and then say this is my radio. I'd be like, so I was saying like the other day that sometimes I really like, this kind of tone inflection. But then when it comes to TV, I could do nothing. And that could be edited out and then they'll put like a subtitle in. And that could be something funny. It's that's I think a main difference with TV and live radio. Live radio, I know what I'm doing. I'm totally in control. But when you film, like for the farming program that I'm on, it's an episode I think is like 80 minutes, if I'm not mistaken. And all of the 80 minutes, we film for like a day. And they shorten that to 80 minutes, which means we don't even know what goes out at the time of filming. We can kind of picture it, but that's definitely so. It's always high energy, and I think TV filming is a little bit more. How should I put this? I mean, time-wise, it's that much longer, and there's a lot more collaboration because I'm not doing it by myself. So that's I think another main difference. Yeah, but they're both super awesomely fun. All right, as we continue on, we're gonna check out two more songs. Unita of Indonesia requested "Learn to Love Again" by Lawson, and Haruka of Japan requested "Mine" by Taylor Swift. We just heard Learn to Love Again by Lawson, followed by Mine by Taylor Swift. Whoop, whoop. You're listening to the Sunday show on Music Access, and continuing on with our program, we're going to read our next message, which comes from Mylene from the USA, saying, "Hi Benji, do you have good eyesight? Well, I don't. I'm nearsighted. I have hard times reading words from far away. Also, when driving, it's hard to see the road signs, especially when it's raining. So, now I will do a spoiler. 너의 차가운 눈빛과 말투가 spoiler. So I actually am very, very nearsighted to the point where I always wear lenses. If I take my lenses out, I can't see anything. I probably wouldn't be able to drive. I wouldn't be able to operate. And I'd be squinting all the time. Ever since I was little, I've always worn glasses. And the reason I don't wear glasses a lot, though, is because my eyesight is so bad to the point. My glasses, the prescription's a little strong, so my eyes turn out super small when I put the glasses on, just because, they're that much overpowered. And so, I totally get all my listeners who don't have perfect eyesight. For those of you who have 20/20 or, the eyesight where you don't really have to have glasses, I'm very jealous of you. But on the bright side, I get to wear glasses. Although in Korea this exists. There's a lot of people who don't wear, they don't have bad eyesight, but they wear like fashion glasses, if you know what I'm saying. But, that kind of stuff, it's all in fun. But definitely, I wish I had good eyesight. Alright, now before we continue on, we're going to check out some more music. We're going to check out the first song Vanessa of Canada listed, Sapun Sapun Like a Cat by AOA, and Anne-Sophie of Malaysia wants to hear Biste by High 4. We just heard Sapun Sapun by AOA, followed by Biste by High 4. And a message comes from Rusi from Indonesia saying, "Hello, Benji. It's been a while since I dropped a message, but don't worry, your loyal listeners, Unita, Leon, Sophie, are always updating our chat group. Shout out to them. And also, I like your snapback swag. Have a good day." Of course, y'all know that I am at the top of my fashion game, as always. I'm always trying to, pump up the beat and get that hip-hop swagger on my style. And I'm always trying to match with a lot of hats, though. I do have a lot of hats, but somehow I'll never feel like there's nothing to wear. Maybe you guys will know what I mean. It's a very interesting feeling. But yeah, anyways, so continuing on, we're going to check out two more great songs. The first song is a song that Mod of Thailand requested, Takeout Shoes by Hangru featuring Wally, and Theploy of Thailand wants to hear Chidokage by FT Island. And it's time to wrap up our first hour. We will continue on into the second hour with more messages, so we'll be back after a quick song. We'll check out Say Something by A Great Big World featuring Christina Aguilera. You're listening to Music Access with me, Benji of B.I.G., and our first song starting off the second hour of our show for Sunday, September 13th was Shut Up and Dance by Walk the Moon. Now, here's how y'all can listen and participate on Music Access. If you missed the first time, you can download the Arirang Radio or TuneIn Radio app on your smartphone and send us messages via the app using the comment function, or listen to us by visiting our website www.arirangradio.com/musicaccess and leave your messages there on our message board. Another way you can tune in is through terrestrial DMB, but this is only available for our listeners living on Jeju Island. The frequencies are 88.7 for Jeju City, 88.1 for Seogwipo, and 101.9 for Daejeong. Now, as we continue on with the program, let's check out 2 songs. We're going to listen to first Coffee by Miguel featuring Wale, followed by Fight Song by Rachel Platten. What's up, guys? We are currently in our second hour of our show for Sunday, and it's Scribble Scribble, which is just like using Music Access as a big notepad. Just as you jot down your ideas, thoughts, and what's been on your mind without thinking too much on a notepad, you can send them in to us here so we can all share. It'll be your messages filling up this corner, so feel free to just jot down what's on your mind. And let's go to our next message, which comes from Kirsten from the USA, saying, well, I did a 봉선화 on my nails this week, and they turned out pretty great. They've lasted till the first snowfall every year I've done them, so I guess that means I'll marry my first love. My first love is, of course, science. Hashtag married to the job. As far as a specific person, well, I have some suspicions. Also, not a lot of time left to go before I start grad school, yay, and I can confirm that it is getting very, very moist here in the Pacific Northwest. Alright, so for those of you who don't know, 봉화산 is, it's kind of like a flour. You grind it up with a little bit of salt, and you wrap it and put it on your nails, and you have to, I guess, keep it like that for a little while. And then it kind of dyes your nails a very reddish color. It's interesting, you know, I've done it before, and it gives a very nice shade of color, that is true. But if you want green nails, you're stuck with only one color. Although you could maybe put dye in that, and then that could be a natural like henna. No, that probably wouldn't work. But yeah, that sounds like fun. And I guess now that it is getting a little bit wet, it's starting to get into the rainy season, I'm assuming, for the Pacific Northwest. I guess it's time for those of y'all who have umbrellas to maybe shake them off, get them out. And for those of you who are ready to curl up on a cold evening with some hot chocolate, to start stocking up on the chocolate itself. I think the time for ice cream covered brownies is starting to close, but we still got time left, so until then, enjoy the weather as you can. Continuing on, we're going to check out 2 more songs. The first song is Bam by Dynamic Duo featuring Muse, followed by 보름달 by Sunmi featuring Lena. We just heard Bam by Dynamic Duo featuring Muse, followed by 보름달 by Sunmi featuring Lena. First of all, side note, dope songs. I like both of them very much. And second side note, in Bam, if you look in the music video, one of my hip-hop dance teachers when I was a trainee, is one of the main dancers in the music video. Yay! Go Monica Sam. I don't know how to do it. Alright, continuing on. Our next message comes from Mariska from Indonesia saying, Hi Benji, how are you? Well, last Sunday was my best friend's birthday and she's a huge fan of BTS. Well, BTS is having a concert in Jakarta and she really wants to go, but her parents didn't give her permission since she lives in another city. I asked her what she wanted for her birthday, and she said BTS VIP tickets, but they're expensive, and I knew we wouldn't get to go, so I decided to design a ticket that looks like it and print it on a cake. Although it's past my friend's birthday, can you wish her a happy birthday? We're both also BIG fans, and I know she would love it if you wished her a happy belated birthday. So, I mean, okay, so you're talking about BTS and tickets, and you're also saying you're a VIP fan, a VIG fan. Oh, also, and then I think that it's time to get straight into the rap game. Right, so, yo. You said you're a B.I.G. fan, and that's true. And I want to wish happy belated birthday to you. You want VIP tickets, and that's no lie, but VIP tickets always be very pricey. Yeah, see what I be? I said something cool on the rap, so I gotta be like Mr. Ice. Bling, bling, bling. My phone non-stop. Go ring, ring, ring. Because I got rings on my fingers. They should call me Ringling Brothers. Oh, I stole that from Busta Rhymes. But happy belated birthday for real. And I think that's an awesome idea to put that on a cake. I mean, it's a very original idea. And it's going to be something I think she'll very, very much enjoy. Or I guess she enjoyed. I guess because it's a little past that because it was Friday. And, side note, I actually said something kind of messed up by accident. Before this, in the previous message, I said, the nail art that I was talking about, I call it 봉화산 by accident. It's actually 봉선화. Yeah, I made a mistake. So, guys, come to Korea, get those flowers, grind it up, put a little bit of salt in it, put it on your nails, wait for 24 hours, and it'll dye your nails red. And then you can marry your first love. Maybe. I don't know. Alright, now as we continue on, we're going to check out two more songs. The first song is I'm Sorry by CN Blue, followed by Kill Bill by Brown Eyed Girls. We just heard I'm Sorry by CN Blue, followed by Kill Bill by Brown Eyed Girls. And our next message for our Scribble Corner comes from Samantha from Australia, saying, "Good day, Benji. How are you doing today? I saw you tried the Vegemite I sent to Kihun, and the look on your face was priceless. Thank you for trying it. Next time, you should put it on a slice of bread, but not too much on the bread. What you had on the chopstick is enough for a slice. I hope Kihun gave you some of the chocolate I sent in too to try. They are some of my favorites. Enjoy the rest of your day. Sending love, hugs, and kisses." So, for those of you who are not aware, we got a little thing of Vegemite sent us to us here at Arirang Radio, and I tried it with Kihun. So, imagine, for example, peanut butter spread. You can eat a spoonful of peanut butter, but you don't just put the whole thing in your mouth and chew it and swallow it. No, you try it little by little. You take little dabs. But Kihun put a whole bunch on chopsticks, and he's like, "Yo, try it out." And I was like, "Oh," and he's like, "Dude, eat it." And I tried it, and it was, how do I put this? It's not a bad flavor, but I wouldn't just eat it as is. I wouldn't eat butter as is. No one eats a stick of butter. They try different, combinations and all that stuff. But Kihun was like, "Yo, dude, you gotta try it as is." And I was like, "Okay," stupidly. And it's a good flavor. I feel like if I toasted bread and put it on bread with a little bit of butter, or, if I needed to put a little bit of a very distinct salty flavor on something, I would use it. But just eating it as is was a little bit too much of a salt-overpowered dose. So, yeah, it was an interesting experience. I think if given the chance, I might try Vegemite one more time. But not with Kihun, because Kihun's definitely going to give me a hard time with doing all that stuff. So, you know what I'm talking about, right? Right? Okay. Now, as we continue on, we're going to check out two songs. The first song is Man in Love by Infinite, followed by No, No, No by A-Pink. I didn't know Father's Day already passed because I didn't get to say Happy Father's Day to my dad. Wait, but then I looked up this message actually before during the song break, and Father's Day is, I think, different for the U.S. and for Australia. In the U.S., Father's Day is on June 21st, which means it already passed a while long ago, like a long time ago. So, I guess Father's Day in Australia is in September, so Happy Father's Day, Muji. Where's my present? I feel like I should get showered with presents, not Muji, because, I'm the one who gave him life. I created you. I'm the one that gave you your black spots. Give me a present. And he's like, "Okay, Dad." And he gives me one of his black spots, and now he's not a panda anymore. He's just a spotted bear. That's a weird story, and I'm not going to say that story again. But Father's Day. What did you guys do for Father's Day in Australia then? A long time ago, when I was in elementary school, I remember making candles for Mother's Day once. It was super, super fun. We took water balloons, dipped them in hot wax, cut the balloons so you can get a good wax mold, and then lit the candles, and all the wax melted because of the heat from the wick itself. Good times, good stories, and that's how you should never make a candle unless you're going to reinforce it with something else, in which case that's a totally different scenario. Alright, as we continue on with our program, we're going to check out two more songs, and the first song is Super Love by Dami Im, and we're going to follow it with Love Letter by the one and only R. Kelly. Did you hear that song? Did you hear that voice? We just heard some great music. That was Super Love by Dami Im, followed by Love Letter by R. Kelly. And as we close up our show, of course, I gotta let you hear one more great song. The final song we're gonna check out is Something from Nothing by the Foo Fighters. This was Benji of B.I.G. And as always, I'll be back.